It now looks like there's no way to avoid a teacher strike set to begin tomorrow in Oakland. We have team coverage on the approaching strike. Let's begin with KPIX 5's Juliet Goodrich with parents getting ready to take over as teachers. Juliet?
That's right, and part of getting ready is making sure that the students are prepared tomorrow. They have a place to go and they have food to eat. And I want to show you what's happening right now. These parent volunteers, even students, are gathering supplies, fruit, snacks, power bars, so that students will have snacks tomorrow. They'll have a warm meal. And not only that, parents are turning their homes into classroom sites.
Our family will not cross the picket line.
Michael Viola never imagined his Oakland home would become a school, his living room a classroom.
I've got crafts and books and audiobooks kind of organized.
Today he was structuring his lesson plan, sharing it with other parents.
Feels like now's the time to pull together. And so there's a lot of energy, there's excitement, the kids are excited.
Parents are also coordinating rec centers, libraries, and gyms for solidarity sites.
So we have a lot of families on board. There's still more we're trying to reach. So that's why when we're going to be out there tomorrow on the picket line, we're going to be still talking to as many families as possible. And it's going to be ongoing.
As Michael finishes up his plan for tomorrow.
3:30 to 6 if need be for working families, that it's free play and pick up.
Other parents like Ellie Gladstone are working on another priority, meals.
And it's the citywide effort to make sure that our kids don't have to cross a picket line to go to school, which is probably not going to be the safest environment during the strike, in order to get a meal that they rely on.
I feel that, and our kids feel, or at least my kids feel, that something very historic is happening.
I am tired, but I'm also excited and nervous. But I think that we have reached the point in Oakland where the board and the administration have so thoroughly destabilized our school system that we have to take a stand.
And keep in mind, this is a first for Oakland Unified School District parents, and I want to show you just how organized their effort is for not even knowing how to run a strike in the first place. They have each box here that will go to each solidarity site during the strike with all of the food that you see here. And keep in mind that, these parents are planning on this, they're prepared, and their students know as well. Back to you.
Yeah, this is amazing, Juliet, these parents that are banding together to try to make this whole thing work. And a lot of them are working full-time jobs in addition to helping out with this effort. But are they ready to stick it out for the long haul? I mean, some of these strikes, they can last multiple days and weeks, possibly months.
What's interesting is in Los Angeles, it was up to each parent to decide what they were going to do with their particular child, because there were so many schools. Within the Oakland Unified School District, they've really taken it upon themselves, parents, to make sure that each student has a place to go, a safe place, and meals, and that's how they're going to run it until the very end.
That unity is such a gift. All right, Juliet, thank you.
Well, the Oakland Unified School District made a last-minute effort to avoid this strike, but there is no deal at this hour. KPIX 5's Julie Watts is live in Oakland, where the teachers will hit the picket lines first thing tomorrow. Julie?
That's right, but today there were efforts to try to avoid it. In fact, a group of principals from Oakland went to Sacramento today to lobby for more money in an effort to help find some funding to help pay these teachers more. In fact, they asked state lawmakers to forgive what's left of a $100 million loan. They're also asking for new laws regarding charter schools, which they say would help fund public schools, and they're just asking for more money in general for public schools across the state. They hoped that this would help teachers, help find funding for teachers, but clearly it was not enough to prevent the strike.
We cannot feed the minds of our students while starving our schools of essential resources.
Oakland teachers are among the lowest paid in Alameda County, with salaries, according to the union, ranging from $46,000 to $85,000. But more concerning for many is where the rest of the money is spent.
We need all the money to put the money where the money belongs, not into consultants, not into charter schools, but into Oakland public schools.
Teachers cited a recent fact-finding report that identified tens of millions in additional funding allocated to administration and consultants.
They actually have millions of dollars in surplus, not millions of dollars in deficit.
But the district argues the majority of that money is what's called restricted funding.
Which means we can't get rid of all that and then take it and use it for pay for anybody.
The teachers are asking for a 12% raise over 3 years. The district initially offered a 5% raise and countered today with a last-minute offer of 7% with a 1.5% bonus.
That bonus is almost nothing. It doesn't follow me forward, and it's not enough money to make a difference right now. That 7% raise is still barely enough to cover inflation.
And he points out pay is just one of their demands.
We're also asking for smaller class sizes. We're also asking for a better counselor to student ratio, and we're asking that public schools not keep getting closed.
But the district says it simply doesn't have enough money to meet the teachers' demands, so it's back to the bargaining table Friday morning, and in the meantime, back to the picket line tomorrow. Ken.
All right, it all begins tomorrow. Julie Watts live in Oakland. Thank you, Julie. And of course, we have more information on this strike, including a look back at the last time Oakland teachers took to the line in 1996, as well as a survival guide for parents, all on our website, kpix.com.